Let's talk about Daft Pina, that dramatic guy that sits in a chair and talks about predatory behavior and art tracing within a minute of each other. He's someone I watch. I enjoy his videos, I'm not gonna lie, but he's definitely not absolved of any criticism. There's a lot of reasons to criticize Daft from many mistakes he's made in the past that I do believe he's learned from, to things he's done even in recent weeks. But before I delve into the biggest mistakes he's made, I feel like you need a bit of backstory. Daft Pina was jumping off of his more recent video on Lulaboo and was looking for information on TinaFate1, a user who he'd heard some claims against. And holy fuck did he find some claims. Putting aside the claims of drawing pornography of characters of questionable ages, because quite frankly, I don't want to open that rabbit hole, and I think the topic for this video is generally more interesting. Daft's initial tweets against Tina Fate highlighted the fact that even though they were Asian, they were using the N-word, soft A, which obviously they probably shouldn't have done, but I'm not really here to cancel someone over one word usage in a non-offensive way. I think they should probably just learn from it, not use it again, problem solved. But Daft's follow-up tweet is what got me interested in this situation initially. Tina released a post about some YouTube ads that were pretty weird, claiming that Google ads are tailored to your search history, and as such, this thumbnail reading "How racist am I?" was tailored towards Tina because they're racist. It's hard to tell if this was actually a joke from him or not, but he's wrong. We're all aware of how many crazy ads you can get on YouTube nowadays for absolutely no reason. If you aren't aware, I'd recommend you watch my video where I show some illegal ones and some ridiculous ones, but also if you pay attention to the ad that Daft highlights here, it's a Vox ad titled "Glad You Asked." Nowhere in the ad's title does it include any text about race. That's in the thumbnail and it doesn't factor into metadata. As such, I don't really think this ad is going to be recommended to someone on the basis that Daft's presenting it. I do just think it's a pretty crazy YouTube ad. Then this situation became a metaphorical time bomb when Daft Pina alleged illegal behavior. And here's where I'd like to step in to just quickly say, before I get into the interesting topic, I know I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger, please do subscribe to the channel. I make videos every single day. I think I'm not that funny, but if you enjoy my humor, maybe you'll want to see it more. And you can also check out my Twitter if you'd like to see my hot takes on situations as they unfold. I don't know. Social media, they're things that I have. No more promotion, let's get back into the topic. Daft brings up a tweet from Tina Fate back in July of 2017, where they explain a sexual experience with someone 17 while they were 19. Daft highlights some screenshots from Tina Fate showing that in their chat, Tina Fate was aware of the fact that the minor was 17 while they were 19 and engaging in sexual acts with them and receiving nudes from them, which is technically illegal. You aren't legally allowed to share nudes till you're 18. But I think pretending that most teenagers haven't engaged in some behavior like this in their lifespan is ridiculous. Morally, I can't argue that I see any issue with a 2-year age gap in a relationship, and I feel like that issue should have been left to the police, not to YouTube drama on Twitter. Because if you aren't aware, publicizing stuff like this often voids any legal investigation of them. Think EDP 445. Daft continues arguing these points in more tweets, and to be honest, I think he goes way too far. I think in this part of the situation, he's very clouded by previous situations he's covered, and as such, he takes this situation to be way more of a problem than it really was. At this time, basically everyone was in disagreement of him, and to be honest, this felt really petty from Daft, like he was looking for something to discuss. Are we really cancelling a 19-year-old for dating a 17-year-old? And this is the moment where Daft goes fucking crazy. I think there is absolutely no justifiable defense for this tweet. Daft replies to one of Tina's tweets towards Daft, saying, "Long before that tweet came out, I received several emails linking your real face and name to this account. So sure, I sent a friend request. Let's video call and look down your history, bro." To basically everyone who saw this tweet, this looks like a threat of doxing, and I can't really argue that it wasn't. I spoke to Daft in private. He said it wasn't a threat of doxing, but even then, I don't feel like he should have worded it this way. This should have been taken to the police, not used in a Twitter drama to win his case because the other person was getting more likes. Like, seriously, I don't know how he read the tweet. I received several emails linking your real face and name, and didn't consider the possibility that maybe people would take that to be him saying that he's going to expose that information publicly. But on the topic of doxing, Daft released a tweet saying David is catfishing/LARPing as Tina Fate, lying to everyone about their identity. I have more proof and I don't want to dox anyone. This is the most direct evidence I'll show for now. They posted old drawn art which is still attached to a Facebook. I'm not making a YouTube video about this. This tweet attaches 2 screenshots, and this tweet is still up to this moment as of recording this video, a day later. You see, The problem with this tweet is that he includes personally identifying information in the same tweet where he says he's not going to dox them, enough information that me and a few other YouTubers within a few minutes were able to locate the exact Facebook account he got these screenshots from, found the family of the people that David knew, and was able to see basically everything about his private life. He fucking doxed them! This was unprofessional on so many levels, incredibly ignorant of the consequences of his actions, and if you remember earlier I said I spoke to him, well on every other point I mentioned to him I received a reply within a few minutes. I sent him this proof only 30 minutes after his tweet release, showing him very clearly that his own tweet could literally dox someone, and it took him 3 Discord status changes and a whole day, and he still hasn't even replied. He's just ignored it. At first I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he hasn't seen my message, but at this point I'd be very hard pressed to argue any defense for him not taking down this tweet. Daft was right about David. They were catfishing. David released an apology that I'll read in a minute. He wasn't wrong. David is undoubtedly in the wrong with what they've done. They should receive backlash for what they've done, and they shouldn't go out of this situation unscathed. This is something they should be held accountable for and learn from. But that doesn't justify doxing them, and Daft is just as guilty in this situation as them of committing a crime. Doxing is defined by dictionary.com. Doxing is defined as the search for and publish of private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. I think Daft is guilty of this, and because I'm taking this situation from a neutral perspective, despite the fact that Daft was right overall about TinaFate, Daft still did wrong. Daft should still be called out for this. But let's have a look at that apology from TinaFate. This thread is basically a pity party, I won't lie. They say that it was just a mistake, they just were joking around saying that they were a female and it went too far, but they do acknowledge the fact that they are completely guilty of what Daft alleged, but they also practically plead for people not to attack their family given this information is now out there about them. Daft's poor handling of this situation has put TinaFate and their family in danger of harassment, and I think Daft should learn from his terrible handling of this situation, quite frankly, and not do this shit again. Obviously, because I'm not even going to take the risk of allowing someone watching this video to find out how to dox that information if they don't already know, I'm not going to state what information Daft provided that allowed me to find this person's personal information, but I've made him aware of it in private, and I hope he fucking takes it in account. This tweet should be taken down. It shouldn't have been posted publicly. In fact, this whole fucking situation shouldn't have been public. He took so many risks, and quite frankly, I'm just disappointed. But that's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. I have no ill will towards either party that this video mentions. Don't send any hate to anyone I talk about in this video. This is criticism for Daft and TinaFate. I genuinely hope that Daft acknowledges my criticism. Situations like this aren't just black and white. Just because he was right overall doesn't absolve him of any bad behavior or mistakes he's made. Feel free to check out my Twitter if you'd like to see my opinion on these things way before they get made into videos. Feel free to join my Discord if you'd like to have conversations with me or debate these topics. I'm always there to talk, and so is the rest of my community. And if you'd like to support these videos financially, because a lot of work goes into them, I would appreciate you going down below and clicking the join button or checking out my Patreon if you'd like to donate over there. As a content creator, you take a lot of risks when you make these videos, and Daft very clearly ignored all those risks and ignored everyone's warnings about them. It's disappointing, and it's a clear black stain on his reputation. But thank you for watching. I will see you next time. I have enjoyed making this video actually, so I might make more videos unbiased covering these situations in the future. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and peace.
I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap with a nigga like me. We can catch a fly. Said she wanna rock with a nigga like me.